Peter Eliades with you. This is Stock Market Cycles update for Monday, May 10th. On the weekend update, we showed you on the daily chart that there were short-term upside projections that had fallen just short on Friday. That was on the daily chart. But then we showed you the more close-up version of the 3.5 to 4 and the 7 to 8 day offsets for nominal 10-day and nominal 20-day projections, and they had been met. Not by much, mind you, but we showed you that they had been met. If you extended this right, and we'll do a little zoom again so you can be confident that indeed those projections were fully met, at least on a minimal basis, okay? So here they are. You see some bars. In fact, this bar actually closed inside the window. It was the only one that did. But we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, barely 6 and 7. 7 hourly bars, 65-minute bars, that closed within the projection window. And then from there we went to the 42 to 48, which is the equivalent of a 7 to 8 day offset. And look what happened there. If we go to the right, extend right on that one, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 bars that had reached inside the projection window, okay? So, and those were the only short-term upside projections remaining. We still had the uncertainty of that nominal 40-week projection that allowed for higher prices. But we told you we felt that, at least on a shorter-term basis, that this top, wherever it was, whether we went to the top of the range or just the bottom of it, would mark some kind of top in the stock market, perhaps a very important one. As it turned out, we marked at least a short-term high on Friday, because look what happened today. A very significant decline, 44 S&P points, more than 1%, and perhaps more importantly, the NASDAQ 100, which we'll show you in a moment. Let's take a look here, though, for the indication of any downside projections that may have begun with today's decline. And for that, we go to the shortest term offsets. This offset is 263 to 3 on the 65-minute chart, and obviously there was a projection given and met. Let's go to the next longer one. Same thing here, downside projections. In fact, 2 of them were given, 1 down to here, back up above the line, 1 down to here. So those are not currently in effect. Let's go to the 10.5 to 12. Now this one's interesting. Preliminary projection given by a crossing of the red bar, that's 10.5 offset, and that calls for 41.8117, but it was not confirmed. It could be confirmed easily tomorrow because we closed at the low of the bar, and there's a big up move in the first hour of trading tomorrow. So you'd have to get one heck of a rally to get back above that line. And if you don't, then you're going to confirm the downside projection, which could well take it down into this 41.60 level, give or take. Okay, so that's where we stand with the possibility of downside projections coming from the turnaround that we saw today. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ 100. Okay, here's the NASDAQ 100 on the hourly chart again, the 65-minute chart. And we have a preliminary downside there that would call for 13,142 and change, but that has not been confirmed. And you need further downside tomorrow to confirm that, at least within the first several hours. Towards the end of the day, which is this bar right here, you could actually confirm the downside projection with a move a little bit below where we closed today. So things are shaping up here nicely in terms of both the projections that we see and what they hold for the very short term in the market. Preliminary downside projections given. Upside projections have been met. They were met on the hourly charts, and those translate into the daily charts as being the equivalent. So as we told you on Friday, this was not something we made up today. We told you that on Friday, that because they had been met, and also because a trend line had been met. Let's look at that trend line. Here's the trend line on the S&P on the hourly chart. Remember, we told you April 16th, the last bar of the day, through the bar of April 29th, the first bar of the day, and we came up and met that. We came up to it on the 7th with 3 bars, and then that 7th, that was Friday, and we commented on that at the time saying, hey, we met some projections and we came up to this tops line, okay? And again, the first bar this morning is right here. So we never went above Friday's highs. We stayed kind of flat for 2 or 3 hours. Then the decline began. So this is an exciting period in the market. Have we seen a top of some significance? We don't know. It's possible based on the projections. Based on the technical side of the market, it's a little more questionable. Let's try and take a look at this. I'm always dubious about the TradeStation close-ups on the advanced decline line. But here it is right here. As you can see, we're in this very, very questionable area. I think I see the tail right here having come below, possibly below these 2 important trend lines, the red and the black one. So perhaps that was a throw over above the lines and today's taken it below. The question is, will it stay there? That's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll be doing another update tomorrow.